To JB commenting on England against Slovakia tonight. First thing we should do before we're going to play Roy Hodgson's interview. What we'll do is play that and then give my reaction to what happened. As it's a 15-minute recorded thing, I'll make it brief. But first of all, can I also, on behalf of the English, send our sincere congratulations to the Wales team. I just seen the highlights of their fantastic victory over a poor Russian team who we couldn't beat in the first game, but Coleman got it right tactically, whereas brainless Hodgson got it wrong with 6 changes. Coleman got it back with 1 change. He played the Clarets brilliant Burnley player Sam Vokes up top. Really pleased for Vokes. He had a 90-minute start and he played really well. Didn't get on the score sheet, but he really gave some good attacking players. And well done to Chris Coleman's men. Thoroughly deserved to go through his group with us. I've got no problems with that. They were, out of the 4 teams, they were tops, you know, and deserved to go through him. No, they were unlucky to lose against us, to be fair. So well done to Chris Coleman's men. Thoroughly deserved. But now I'm going to touch on the pathetic excuses of England. And I'm sorry to say, first half we were totally negative. But let's see what our poor excuse of a manager, Roy Hodgson, and we're going to play this interview now. This is the interview about 10 minutes after the final whistle. And we're now 11:46 PM where this video is being recorded. And this is an inquest video, so we're going to spend the next 16 minutes dissecting Roy Hodgson's excuse. This is what he had to say after the match. This is Roy Hodgson. This is Roy Hodgson now.
Roy, second in the group, but there's a lot of frustration around right now.
Well, that's like that when you dominate 3 games like we've done and only managed to win 1 of them. The fans were magnificent again today. It's a real disappointment for us that we haven't been able to give them a win, but I've got to say I don't think we can do so much more than we did. We dominated the game from start to finish and had so many attempts and so many chances as well, really, and one.
And you didn't take any of them, Roy. Negative first half. You're defending the performance. Absolute disgrace. You need sacking, mate.
They were going to put those chances away, but as far as I'm concerned, I can't fault the effort and the work that the lads put in, and you know, it's a little bit embarrassing. I think that, you know, we played 3 games now, and each of the 3 games it's been attack versus defence. And
wrong, Roy. Well, you're not wrong about the attack versus defence, but it is an embarrassment when we can't beat Russia and bring in Slovakia, isn't it? That's the problem. And we didn't work, and the players didn't work hard enough. I don't think Wiltshire worked hard enough. I don't think what's his face, Henderson didn't work hard enough. There were too many lacklustre performances, and you're defending them, Roy.
I actually never thought I'd see an England team, you know, be able in a tournament to dominate 3 games as much as we've done. So that gives me some sort of satisfaction. And
well, it didn't give me any satisfaction watching us come to 2 bore draws against Russia and bloody Slovakia, Roy. Sorry, mate, but if that gives you satisfaction, why on earth are you still in the England job?
I'm pretty sure that sooner or later we're going to make somebody pay, because if we keep dominating, creating chances like we do, we're going to score goals one day.
Oh yeah, right. So here we are. We've drawn twice against the Russians and the Slovakians, and he reckons when we get in the knockout rounds and we play Portugal or we play a bigger team in the quarterfinals, should we get that far, like your Germanys, like your Spains, like your Italians, we're going to murder one of them. Have a day off, Roy. We're not good enough. You don't even know your best 11, for God's sake.
A lot of talk, obviously, about your team selection, the amount of changes. Is it any different if Wayne Rooney plays from the start, if Kyle Walker plays from the start?
Well, that's the hindsight reaction. Of course, if we'd have won the game, then people would have said we didn't miss them. If you don't win the game, people can always say the team selection's wrong. I'm used to that one.
I bet you are, Roy.
We brought players on. I thought that was useful to be able to do so when the Slovakian team was tiring. I thought that we kept up our domination by bringing on people like Dele Alli, Harry Kane and Wayne Rooney. But I'm not so certain it would have made a vast difference from the start, because we'd have still been playing against this team with 11 men in defence, and we'd have still been battling away to try and find that opening. It wasn't that we didn't create chances, we did. We didn't take them, unfortunately. And finishing second in the group is a disappointment. We'd have liked to have won it, but...
You don't say, Roy.
We're still in the last 16, and who's to say that the team we will play by finishing second is going to be that much stronger than the team we would have played that's finished third? You just don't know that. And the way we're playing at the moment, to be quite honest, I'm not frightened of anybody that we will be.
Sorry, Roy, don't agree. If we can't beat two piss-poor teams, then what chance have we got later on in the tournament against the likes of Italy, Spain, France? You know, teams of that quality. They're going to murder us, Roy. They're going to absolutely murder. Well, here's my version of events. That was my live reaction to the Hodgson interview. And quite frankly, he used a lot of excuses in that. Some of my reactions are cut. Now, as some of you already have listened to me, I've had my two penneth on this. And for the next 5 minutes, for the next 6 or 7 minutes, here is what I thought England did tonight. He made 6 changes, and I'm thinking, why on earth would you make 6 changes when your team have just beaten Wales in the biggest game of the tournament, 2-1? Okay, I'd have made 2 maybe changes. I'd have dropped Kane and obviously Sterling, but I certainly wouldn't have swapped the 2 full-backs. I'd have kept Danny Rose and Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker was fantastic, and I would certainly have kept Dele Alli and Wayne Rooney. To play Jack Wilshere to play first of all Jack Wilshere and secondly Jordan Henderson, neither of which are fully 100% fit, may I add, was a disgrace. An honest disgrace. I thought Klein had an okay game. I didn't think Bertrand was good enough. And Jordan Henderson's set pieces were diabolical. The set piece routines only improved when Mr. Rooney came on. I thought we were better in the second half. I thought we were negative in the first half. Yes, Slovakia had to park the bus. I mean, they didn't really threaten Joe out. There was one moment of madness in the second half where bloody Chris Smalling, what was he doing? He chested the ball back. It was never going to reach Joe Hart. And Joe Hart had to react pretty quickly, to be fair, because their guy, I think it was Jack, coming in, he was racing in there like Usain Bolt on a great at world record pace. And I tell you what, if that had got in, that would have been a national embarrassment. A national embarrassment. I mean, as much credit as I give to Wales for top of the group, a lot of criticism should go to England. Roy Hodgson does not know his best 11. He should have stick with the 11 potentially that finished the game against Wales last Thursday. He should have done that. Instead of which, he makes 6 goddamn changes. Jack Wilshere was a disgrace. He shouldn't even be in the squad, let alone on the field tonight, or even starting the game. I think Mark Noble should have got in the squad. I think Danny Drinkwater should have been in the squad. Instead of those 2 clowns, and they were clowns in the first half. I'm surprised Henderson finished the game, to be honest with you. I thought Bertrand isn't good enough. He's not had a bad season with Southampton, but he's not Danny Rhodes. Danny Rhodes is the best left back in the country as far as English left backs are concerned. We should have played Danny Rose. We should have played Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker has had 2 marvellous games. So too has Rooney, by the way. And a couple of people on Facebook have said, well, Rooney was poor when he came on. Absolute cobblers. I don't know, they weren't watching the same game as most of the nation there, were they? I mean, I was doing commentary and a lot of people agreed with me that Wilshere was dire. And honestly, one or two others said also criticised, quite rightly so, Jordan Henderson. The corner kick routines Henderson put in were diabolical. Ryan Bertrand's corner kicks from the far side, diabolical. They only got better when Mr. Rooney was taking them. He put them in, he whipped them in with pace, he mixed the corners up, caused the Slovakians all sorts of problems. Dele Alli created a bit more energy when he came on. Harry Kane looked a little bit more sharper, though he should have scored with a header 3 minutes from the end. If I was Roy Hodgson, I would not defend that display. To have 23 shots at goal against a less than average Slovakia team. I mean, the one big player was Marek Hamsik, and he drifted in and out of the game. He was pretty anonymous throughout. Duda didn't impress me at all. Vice was non-existent. I mean, the back four, the 2 centre backs were all right. Kale had a good game. Smalling oversold his goalkeeper down the river. But to have 23 shots at the Slovakian goal and not even score 1 is a disgrace. I know they're human beings, and so are you, Roy Hodgson, but I'm afraid 6 changes. You could have made 2. Starting with the team that finished on Thursday afternoon, but you didn't. And Coleman made the 1 change in the Welsh game, and he paid, and his pot of goal was at the Rainbow. Yes, we've qualified. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be. I can't get. Yeah, I'm pleased we got through the group, but it's not been convincing. Let's be fair. And if we do beat bigger and better teams, we're going to get our asses kicked. Let's be fair. We're going to get our asses kicked. And I'm not exaggerating, folks. After 70-80 minutes this evening when I was commentating on the game, and a lot of people say this, I honestly thought in my mind that it would be destined to a 0-0. That's 2 0-0s I've had in my commentary games the last 2 games, and it's frustrating. And I didn't honestly think England would not score tonight. I honestly thought England could have scored 2, should have scored 2 or 3. They had 23 shots, for heaven's sake. It's just not good enough, Roy. And if it doesn't improve, Hodgson, then I hope Craig Dyke and Prince William, who were there tonight watching the game, hopefully have your P45 sorted out, because it needs a better manager than you, Roy. I'm sorry, but your press conference tonight stunk. And if you're going to excuse a performance like that was negative for 45 minutes tonight, then I'm sorry, you've got another thing coming, Roy. And I think you have to take responsibility for that. And that's all I'm going to say on the England performance. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Don't forget, tomorrow night there's more live commentary from the Euros as Croatia take on Spain. We'll be on there. I'll be live on the YouTube channel from 10 to 8. Kick off, of course, 10 minutes later at 8 o'clock. And we'll also bring you up to date with what happened in Northern Ireland's group. They take on Germany tomorrow, so we'll see if Northern Ireland have done enough to potentially finish in one of those last 16 spots. If they could get a point, then it might be enough to see them through. Let's hope so. We'd like to see Northern Ireland through, potentially there. But if you have enjoyed the video, please do leave a like. If you haven't subscribed, please do to the JB Client 1983 channel. Excuse me. If you want to follow me on Twitter, the address is at Stutzy83. I'm not in the best of moods tonight, but I've got to be honest, well done to the Welsh. I'll be magnanimous to the Welsh. They deserve it. They were better tactically. But England needs to improve. Otherwise, Hodgson could be out of a job. Take care.